morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and healthy. I would like to ask you one question today. I have one tomato with me. If I want to eat this tomato, what would I do? Definitely you'll say, ma'am, you just cut it and eat it. Very good. Now, if I have this potato with me, what should I do to eat it? Can I eat it raw? No, I cannot eat it raw. So what do I need to do? I need to cook it. For cooking this potato, what do I use? Yes, definitely I'll be using my LPG stove, LPG burner to give it heat to cook it. Now what is heat? Yeah, very good. Heat is a form of energy. Okay, heat is a form of energy. Now very simple question again to you. Why do I need to eat food? Why should we eat food? Yes, we eat food to get energy. Now what is energy? Very simple answer is energy is the capacity to do work. Means when we eat food, we get energized to do our daily activities, do our daily works, right? And for doing that work, the energy is being derived from the food. जो मैं food खा रही हूँ उससे मुझे energy मिल रही है and that energy I'm using to do my daily activities, right? So what do you think that the vehicles like cars, scooter, bikes, etc. what are they using to do their work? They are also moving on the roads. Moving is also a kind of activity. So that is also work they are doing. So for that work, from where are they getting the energy? Yes, they are getting the energy from the fuels they are using. So the fuels like petrol or diesel, they are like source of energy from where they are getting their energy to do the work. Children, do you know millions of years ago, at the time when the early man existed or when the human civilization started, there was only one fuel used by the early man, and that was wood. He was using the wood for cooking, for heating, for lighting purposes. Okay, so I will like to show you. You are familiar with this? This is the wood. I think now also in the remote villages of India, people are still using it as a fuel for cooking and for heating purposes, right? But with the advancement of the human civilization or with the technological improvements in the society, man has explored many other sources of energy. Okay? The things from where we get our energy, they are called sources of energy. So nowadays, we have numerous sources of energy. For example, coal, petroleum, diesel, even hydropower is there, solar energy is there, wind energy is there, tidal energy is there, geothermal energy is there. So there are so many forms of energy that is all around us, that is surrounding us. Okay, but today we are going to discuss about the vastly used source of energy, that is coal. So our today's topic for studies is coal. And you know, coal is also called black gold because of its vast use. कोल को ब्लैक गोल्ड भी कहा जाता है, ठीक है, क्योंकि इसका इतना वास्ट यूज है. इट इज पेनिट्रेटिंग इनटू आवर लाइफ. हमारी जिंदगी जो है इतनी ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट हो गई कोल के ऊपर कि इसको हम ब्लैक गोल्ड के नाम से भी जानते हैं. व्हाई कोल इज नोन एज ब्लैक गोल्ड? I would like to show you here that electricity that we are using nowadays, we are using to run our TVs, our ACs, our fans, our lights, everything, whatever is around us, all the machinery that we are using at home, it is working with electricity. And that electricity is produced, 56% of the electricity is produced from coal. You will be wondering that in thermal power plants where the electricity is being produced, 56% consumption is of coal. कोल को हम 56% यूज कर रहे हैं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोवाइड करने के लिए. उसके बाद हमारा आता है 13% हाइड्रो. मीन्स वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बाय यूजिंग water. 13% is this percentage. And then 21% is from the other renewable sources. Like you can say our solar energy is there, wind energy is there. Okay, these other renewable sources are being used for producing electricity. and then rest remaining is used, or the electricity is being produced by using this 10% comes from nuclear and oil sources like petrol or diesel. So you can see from this pie chart that 56% of the India's electricity is being produced from coal. So that is why we call coal as a black gold, right? Now, where does it occur in India? Where do you find coal mines in India? Coal mines कहाँ पर हैं? Let me show you its location in India. I'm going to show you where in India we find our black gold. We find it in the states of Madhya Pradesh, in the state of Jharkhand, in West Bengal and in Odisha. These are the four main states where we find the black gold, or that is coal. Okay. Now in these four states also, the highest production or highest availability of coal is in two states, that is in West Bengal and Jharia. There are two areas in Jharkhand, one is Jharia and Bokaro, and there is one place in West Bengal, that is Raniganj, where we find the highest coal availability. Right? So these are the four main states, and in those four main states also we have three areas where the availability of coal is highest. That is, one is Bokaro and Jharia in Jharkhand, and second is Raniganj in West Bengal. Okay. So now what is coal? Let's see what is coal actually. This is coal. Black or brownish black sedimentary rock. Why do we call it sedimentary rock? Because it is made from the sediments, from the ruminants or from the remains of the plant's bodies. Okay, so that is why it is called sedimentary rock. This is black or brownish black sedimentary rock. You can say it is readily combustible. That is why it is used as a fuel. क्योंकि इसको जल्दी ही आग लग जाती है और इसीलिए ये बर्न करता रहता है और बर्न करके हमें हीट देता है, जिसकी वजह से वी कैन कुक और डू आवर अदर industrial purposes. We can be salt. Right? Now let me show you. As you can see, I'm holding a small piece of coal and I'm going to test its readily combustibility. So I'm putting a candle on and trying to burn this piece of coal. As the coal will catch fire, you can see a lot of smoke coming. Coal is a form of carbon. Coal is basically a form of carbon. So when it burns, it gives us various volatile compounds. Now the coal has almost caught fire. You can see. So it will keep burning slowly and gradually. Children, you don't have to practice it at home until unless your parent is not with you. Do under the supervision of your parents only if you want to try to burn coal. A lot of smoke is there. Now this smoke is carrying carbon dioxide gas and other volatile components which are present in the coal. Now what are volatile components? Volatile components are the components which evaporate. When a solid burns, they change directly from solid to vapor state. Right? So just now you saw that coal started burning, it was readily combustible and produced a lot of smoke. Now the smoke produced by coal is having carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide gas. Now when these two gases will mix with rainwater, what will happen? They will form acids. Carbon dioxide, when mixes with water, it forms carbonic acid, and sulfur dioxide gas, when it mixes with water, it forms sulfuric acid or sulfurous acid. Now these two acids are very dangerous. So that means the rain which carries these acids is called acid rain. So that means burning of coal is not recommended. It is not recommended as a fuel, but still we are using it for our cooking purposes or for our industrial purposes. Right? Now, Let's study about the formation of coal. How the coal is formed. We find coal deep under the earth's crust. But how does it come there? Who kept it there or who produced it there? Yes, coal was produced millions of years ago by the process of carbonization. Carbonization. The process by which coal is formed is called carbonization. Now what is this carbonization? Because millions of years coal was formed from the remains of plants or animals which were buried deep inside the earth's crust, and the chemical and physical properties of these remains were changed because of the tremendous temperature and pressure and a long time for which they were buried deep inside the earth's crust. तो आप देखें कि जो कोल है इट हैज़ फॉर्म्ड इन मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स. इतने साल जब प्लांट्स के रिमेन्स जो थे, जो प्लांट्स के ड्राई लीव्स या ट्विग्स थे या कोई वुडन पीसेस थे, कुछ भी था जो प्लांट की बॉडी के जो रिमेन्स थे, वो जब अर्थ के क्रस्ट के अंदर दबते चले गए और ऊपर से जो उनको टेम्परेचर, अंदर की जो हीट है, अर्थ के क्रस्ट के अंदर की हीट और प्रेशर जो था, उस प्रेशर की वजह से, उस टेम्परेचर की वजह से उन रिमेन्स की केमिकल एंड जो फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज थी वो चेंज हो गई, अपीयरेंस भी चेंज हो गई और केमिकली भी वो चेंज हो गए. अगर प्लांट के हम लीव्स को बर्न करें तो शायद इतनी अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी नहीं प्रोड्यूस होगी, लेकिन जब हम कोल को बर्न करते हैं तो यू कैन सी, एज आई टोल्ड यू, 56% ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड फ्रॉम कोल. ओके, सो दैट मीन्स व्हेन द plant remains were buried deep inside the earth's crust, and due to the extreme temperature and pressure under the earth's crust, and due to the long duration of time, millions of years of time, their physical and chemical properties were changed, and this process is called carbonization, and coal is formed through this process, carbonization. So I will mention here, coal is formed by the remains of plants buried deep inside Earth's crust over millions of years, and due to extreme temperature and pressure under the Earth's crust. And this process is known as carbonization. Got it? Now we have different types of coal. Based on this process, carbonization, we get different types of coal under the earth's crust. Let's study about the different types of the coal. We are going to study about the different types of coal. So I am making a flow diagram just to show you. So starting from the youngest coal. Youngest coal क्या है? जो अर्थ की क्रस्ट के बिल्कुल नीचे मिलता है. जैसे जैसे हम अर्थ की क्रस्ट के अंदर डीप जाते जाएंगे, we will find the finest quality of coal. Okay, so let's discuss what are the properties, how they differ from each other. The youngest coal is called peat. Peat में क्या है? क्योंकि फ्रेशली जो लीव्स हैं हमारे अभी अभी जस्ट वो बेरी हुए हैं, अभी उनके ऊपर ज़्यादा प्रेशर नहीं है, ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर नहीं है, ठीक है, अभी वो फ्रेशली बेरीड है, तो दे आर इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ कोल. तो अगर हम उसी फ्रेश कच्चे कोयले को, जिसे हम हिंदी में कच्चा कोयला भी कहते हैं, तो जो लीव्स पड़े हुए हैं वहाँ पे, सम ट्विग्स आर देयर, ओके, द plant twigs are there, small wooden pieces are there, leaves are there, dry leaves, some wet leaves, like this. So it is all scattered and is being buried. The process of temperature and pressure has just started working on these remains, and this is called कच्चा कोयला in Hindi. Okay, this is the youngest coal. इसमें क्या है कि हमारे वोलेटाइल कंपाउंड्स बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, कार्बन का कंटेंट अभी कम है क्योंकि कॉम्पैक्ट नहीं हुआ है अभी. इसमें हमारे वोलेटाइल कंपाउंड्स क्या होते हैं, जो कंपाउंड्स बर्न करते ही इवेपोरेट जाते हैं इसके अंदर से. तो वोलेटाइल कंपाउंड्स का जो जितनी अमाउंट ज़्यादा होगी, इसका मतलब है वो कोयला इतनी हमें हीट प्रोडक्शन नहीं दे सकता क्योंकि कॉम्पैक्ट नहीं है. इसमें कार्बन की कंटेंट कम है लेकिन वोलेटाइल कंपाउंड्स का कंटेंट तो बहुत ज़्यादा है. देन एज वी गो लिटिल डीपर we will find the next layer of coal which is called lignite. The next step is lignite coal. अब इसमें क्या है, the process of temperature and pressure and time has acted on these remains and they have become little compact. volatile compounds का जो content है थोड़ा सा कम हो गया है, carbon content थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हो गया है इसके अंदर. So this is the second type which is called lignite. Further, if we go deep down, we will find subbituminous, the third type of coal, which is a little deeper than the lignite coal. Okay, subbituminous. Now here again, the volatile compounds content is reduced and carbon content is little more than the lignite. And then further, if we go deeper, we will find the bituminous coal. Bituminous coal, which is having again more carbon content as compared to subbituminous and less volatile compounds content as compared to subbituminous. And the topmost quality of the coal is anthracite. This is the topmost quality of or the purest form of coal you can say. इसमें क्या है, highest content of carbon है, that is why it is a purer form of coal. और इसमें volatile compounds बिल्कुल negligible हैं और they are, you can say, no, not any chances of the volatile compounds over there, right? So this is the purest form of carbon. So if we draw this flow diagram as like show it by the arrows, so that means as we go from P to anthracite, the volatile carbon compounds content decreases. So this is the decreasing order. Decreasing order. Volatile compound content is decreasing. Okay. So when we go from P to lignite or lignite to bituminous, subbituminous, subbituminous to bituminous and bituminous to anthracite, so we will find that the volatile compound content is decreasing. And on the other side, if we see, that means what is increasing here? Increasing carbon content. That means the price is increasing. Okay, the fuel value is increasing. Got it? So this way the peat is the lowest quality of coal and anthracite is the highest quality of coal. की तरफ चलते हैं तो moisture content is also reducing. Okay, and the commonly used coal is bituminous coal क्योंकि ये cheap है, easily available है, इसका volatile content भी okay है. When the coal is burning, so it is producing a lot of smoke which is having carbon dioxide or sulfur dioxide. And if the coal is of lower quality, suppose I was burning peat or lignite, that means the coal was having more of the volatile compound content. And these volatile compounds are also having a tremendous industrial use. But अगर हम कोल को ऐसे ही burn कर देंगे तो सारे volatile compound क्या होंगे? They will just go into the atmosphere. They will pollute the air also. And जो उसका एनर्जी का सोर्स था हमारा वो भी वेस्ट हो रहा है. उसकी जो हीट उसको हमें जो मिलनी चाहिए थी, जो उसको प्रोडक्टिव काम पे लगा सकते थे, वो प्रोडक्टिव काम हमारा नहीं हो पा रहा. इट इज जस्ट गोइंग वेस्ट. सो दैट इज वाई द रिकवरी ऑफ दीज कंपाउंड्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हमें ये वोलेटाइल कंपाउंड जो है कोल में से लेने हैं क्योंकि हमने इसको इंडस्ट्रियल यूज में लगाना है. तो इसलिए इन कंपाउंड्स की रिकवरी के लिए हम कोल की करते हैं डिस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्टिलेशन. नाउ व्हाट इज दैट डिस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्टिलेशन? लेट्स स्टडी अबाउट दिस. Now what is this destructive distillation? Destructive distillation का मतलब है कि हमने कोल को बर्न करना है और हीट करना है in the absence of air. Why I am saying in the absence of air? क्योंकि अगर मैं उसको एयर के प्रेजेंस में बर्न कर रही हूँ तो just now what happened? वो बर्न किया, एयर थी हमारे आसपास, कोल बर्न कर रहा था और उसकी जो सारी जो वोलेटाइल कंपाउंड्स थे वो एज स्मोक निकल के जा रहे थे, एनवायरनमेंट में जा रहे थे और पोल्यूट भी कर रहे थे, ठीक है। इसलिए मुझे उसको एयर की सप्लाई नहीं देनी है। आई हैव टू हीट द कोल बट इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ एयर और ऑक्सीजन। सो व्हेन आई विल हीट दिस कोल in the absence of air to get its volatile compounds, the process will be called destructive distillation. Heating of coal in the absence of air to get various useful compounds. Okay, now what do we get after the destructive distillation of coal? So let's try to understand that also. This is our coal and we are doing destructive distillation. Okay, so what are we getting? We are getting three major compounds: the coal gas, the coke and coal tar. These are the three major compounds that we get after destructive distillation of coal. Okay, now they are very useful. First of all, they are having very less volatile compounds, very less moisture content and higher carbon content is there, and that is why they are very good fuels. Okay, carbon fuels you can say. Now, what are the uses of this coke? Coke is basically used as a fuel for domestic and industrial purposes. हम इसको घरों में यूज कर सकते हैं और इंडस्ट्रीज में भी यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट। दिस कोक इज वेरी यूजफुल क्योंकि डायरेक्टली अब जब इसको यूज करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली नो और वेरी लिटिल स्मोक विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड एज कंपेयर टू द कोल दैट वी वर यूजिंग इनिशियली। जब हम बिना उसकी डिस्टिलेशन करे हुए जब कोल को यूज कर रहे थे तो बहुत सारा स्मोक प्रोड्यूस हो रहा था, जिसकी वजह से जो कंपाउंड थे एक तो वो एनवायरमेंट को पोल्यूट कर रहे थे एंड सेकेंडली वो हमारे लिए टोटली वेस्ट हो रहे थे। बट व्हेन वी डिड दिस डिस्टिलेशन, डिस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्टिलेशन, व्हाट हैपेंड, जो हमारे पास कोक मिला, हमें जो प्योरेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन मिल गया, it produces very little or no smoke at all, right? And the second use is this coke can further be used in steel industries also. स्टील इंडस्ट्री में हम आयरन के साथ जब कार्बन को मिक्स करते हैं एलॉय बनाने के लिए, जो स्टील एलॉय बनती है हमारे, उसमें भी हम कोक को यूज करते हैं बिकॉज इट्स अ फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन। ओके, एंड इट इज आल्सो यूज्ड इन द एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ मेटल्स। डिफरेंट मेटल्स को हम उनकी ओर से जब एक्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ मेटल्स में भी हम इसको यूज कर सकते हैं। एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज इट इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग द वाटर गैस। What is water gas? It is a mixture of carbon monoxide plus hydrogen. It is also a very important fuel. So the coke can further be used for producing another source of energy, that is water gas. So these are uses of coke. First is it is used as a domestic or industrial fuel. Then it is used in steel industries for the formation of steel alloys. It is also used in the extraction of different metals, and it is used for making water gas, which is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, and is also a very good source of energy. Now let's see what is this coal gas meant for. Coal gas is again meant for domestic fuels. It is a domestic fuel as well as it is an industrial fuel. Industrial fuel. Now this coal tar is also a very important component. It has tremendous use in various industries. देखते हैं कौन कौन सी इंडस्ट्री में इसके यूजेस हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सिंथेटिक डाइज बनाते हैं, कलर्स वगैरह जो बनाते हैं डाई करने के लिए सिंथेटिक डाइज में यूज होता है। देन इट इज यूज्ड इन ड्रग्स, in explosives. Okay, and then it is used in paints. It is also used in perfumes. And as a roofing material. Roofing material for making plaster, and the naphthalene balls that you use at home. Naphthalene balls. In that also the coal tar is used. What is coal tar? Actually it is a very black viscous fluid. बहुत थिक होता है, विस्कोसिटी इसकी बहुत कम होती है, मतलब बहुत थिक फ्लूइड होता है ब्लैक कलर का, जो हमें मिलता है एक्सट्रैक्शन के बाद. तो इसके कितने सारे यूजेस हैं, सिंथेटिक डाइज, ड्रग्स, एक्सप्लोसिव्स, पेंट्स, प्लास्टर, परफ्यूम्स, रूफिंग मटेरियल, जो छत बनाते हैं, छतों में जो आप लेंटर डालते हैं, जैसे कहते हैं लेंटर डालने के टाइम पे कोल तार यूज किया जाता है, बिकॉज इट मेक्स द प्लेस सेफ और उसकी पोरोसिटी कम करता है, जिसकी वजह से हमारी जो रूफ्स है वो लीक नहीं होती हैं. एंड देन नेफ्थलीन बॉल्स दैट वी यूज एज एंटी मॉथ repellents और moth repellents की तरह यूज करते हैं, उसमें ये यूज किया जाता है. एंड देन कोक, एज आई सेड, it is also like coal. It's a black solid which is like coal, and it is used as a fuel in steel industries for extraction of metals and for the production of water gas, which is another fuel for us. And coal gas, it is also purest form. It is just like natural gas that we get after the extraction of petroleum. And domestic fuel भी है और industrial fuel भी है. So these are the things which we get after the destructive distillation of coal. Okay? So अगर ये destructive distillation नहीं करेंगे तो obviously these all things will be lost. We will be left only with the coal, जो कि harmful gases produce करेगा और हमारे लिए इतना useful नहीं होगा. So this was all about the coal, the vastly used source of energy nowadays. Thank you and have a nice day.